Oh boy. Easter. 3/31/13. Yeah, I just have that tendency to pretend that this thing is actually a human. And that's Daddy. How about that? You know, I'm preaching my stuff. Um, Daily diary. Not every day, most days. I am not going to let that fucking mouse eat all my bulbs that I bought. For a mouse, if I was a mouse and I ran into that, I'd say this is paradise. The soil is nice and loose, and man, everywhere you look, there's a fucking bag full of goodies. Yeah, that's paradise to a mouse. It doesn't happen to them unless a human did it. And we don't want you there. I don't know how to get rid of them. So I'm basically just transferring all my bulbs into the barrels that I have trees in, so he can't get to it or she can't get to it, and they can't make a family and eat them. The thing about bulbs, of course, is unlike roots, bulbs, like tubers, you know, we eat them too. Potatoes, yucca, and it's a root. Ginger. I think a mouse will get sick on eating a lot of ginger, though. It's pretty powerful. Anyway, last year I planted roses and they got infested with caterpillars. I was wondering why the roses weren't growing until one day I looked real close. There's a fucking teeny little caterpillar eating my damn roses. I didn't have any roses last year because the damn caterpillars were eating as fast as they were eating the leaves as fast as they were growing. At least the damn I can't call the roses damn. At least the roses are still alive. I sprayed them, kill off the bugs, but it was winter by then. Now it's fall, whatever. If a mouse goes around eating roots that ain't bulbs, it doesn't kill the plant because they don't stick around for long unless it's a really good meal like a bulb is. I don't know how many he got, but I'm saving as many as I can. I got this thing on. I got the spotlight out, it's dark. I got home just before dark. And it's raining, so I can't have the glue traps out. But he's not going to get all the stuff I bought, I'll tell you what. If I didn't have the barrels already, that would suck, because I'd have to buy them. But I already got them. I might buy more, just so I can have a garden without the damn things, whatever it be, that are on the ground, making a meal of them. They can't get that high. They can't, well, I'm sure you could figure out how to gnaw through, but you'd have to know why. If you can't get to the smell or even see it, you ain't gonna do it. At least I hope. You know, tried to grow melons in the city, and groundhog came and ate them. Champ killed it, but he still ate them. So I couldn't do that. And I tried growing lettuce, and the groundhog crossed away, came over and ate every single one. They don't eat tomatoes, so I still had tomatoes. The first hard frost came before they could even produce anything. You know, I had them basically in clay and dirt with a thin layer of topsoil. I didn't know how thin it was until I started digging. Get my topsoil here. You grow some, you gotta, manipulate it, make it good. It ain't. It's not for growing vegetables. Tried growing peppers because the ground was so poor, they didn't grow. The only thing that actually did well, of course, is hemp. Did very well. I got to do day shift tomorrow. I was supposed to do day shift today, but it's Easter, so I didn't have to get up at 9:30, 10 o'clock to be in by 11. You know, I never make any money on Monday, Sunday or Monday. It's just you show up because I have to have a job. You know, make some. I'd rather make money other ways, but was never successful at that. I'm still going to try. I got things in progress, but they're on the back burner. Many other things are on the front burner. Yeah, I had a bad day yesterday. That was very annoying. Um, I the wall. I still call it the wall of hope. It's pretty busy. So I happened to log on, and Davis Liu had a post about how in oh, no. There's a lot of popular tourist destinations. This is one of them. The Maldives or Maldives. I think it's an island, not quite sure, whatever. It's a place. And they're still living in the dark ages. And whenever something goes wrong, it's the female's fault. She must be punished. Storyline, she was being used for sex. We call that rape, but used for sex by her stepfather or whatever, or somebody that had power over her. And she had a baby, and that dude killed it. And finally, the state caught on. Instead of punishing him, she's supposed to be publicly caned 100 times for having sex out of wedlock, as if she had any choice. And they were asking for votes or signed petitions from the rest of the world to tell the Maldives government, this is not the way it should be. This is not the way it is everywhere else. And living in the Stone Age and beating on women because that's the easiest thing to do, some of them are really evil. But you generally don't pick on them. You pick on the ones that are easiest to pick on. Sometimes you get the bad guy, bad girl, but most of the time it seems like you get the wrong one. But I signed it and passed it on, and they were looking for 1 million votes, 1 million petitions. They were almost at 2 yesterday, and I'm like, we're going to flood them out with goodness. You know, you ain't going to get many tourists when they understand that supporting you supports that. You know? It's kind of typical, you know, if I'm outside and she's inside, she's like, why do you stay out there all the time? Because this is where I like to hang out. Even if I wasn't talking to the camera. She only comes out in the summertime. Unless she's going shopping or doctors, or, you know. If it ain't nice, she'll stay where it is, and you can't blame her, but I just have to be moving. I gotta make 3 Bubba burgers. These are actually jalapeno flavored. Not super hot, but enough that it tastes good to me. I haven't even checked in on Facebook yet. I'm gonna try and play that game. One of the guys at work seems to be a very good mechanic. There's more than one, but this one I haven't asked yet. The others, depending on how they respond to you, know whether or not there's anything there. If there's nothing there, just move on. You know, I don't know what. I guess mechanics get paid $50 an hour, and they don't even get. Yeah, they might actually get that. The labor on the board has got to be higher now because they don't get everything. They get whatever they get. The business gets the rest. It has to be that way. But, you know, if I can get somebody who knows what they're doing without paying for the business, yeah, I'd do that. Yeah, especially if you know them a little bit. That's where, if you don't know anybody, been around them, and then you don't know whether or not you don't get screwed. I had a guy named Taz supposed to come fix my brakes after somebody fucked up at the other place. That you don't want anywhere near you. He just kept on coming up with more things to fix and why this, that, and the other thing. And I was like, dude, I'm tired. I'll call you tomorrow. It was 4 a.m. Good thing I could close the garage door because in the city you must. Had it towed over to the garage 2 blocks away and they fixed it for a lot less than he was planning on sucking out of me. So you got to kind of got to know what to talk, who you're talking to before you hire them to do anything. Yeah. I think I'll go close on this one. It was a strange thing because after the garage fixed it, they said you might be thinking you be thinking about trading this in. It's about that time. Like, nah, Jettas run forever, especially turbo diesels. And a couple months later, blew itself up, and that's normal. That's the consumer's problem. I'll never stop bitching about that.